Hey everyone, this is Talks with Kenny, and here I'll be reacting to the Jill Biden situation. I thought Joe Biden was bad, but Jill Biden is way worse. I want to explain to you my thoughts about how I believe Jill Biden kind of let the mask slip a little bit. So let's get into this article, and then I'll give you my thoughts throughout as usual, I'll give you my thoughts throughout the article. On Tuesday, the First Lady of the United States apologized for comparing Hispanic Americans to tacos, convenience stores, and flowers. On Monday, Jill Biden told the audience at the Latinx Inclusion and Luncheon that the diversity of the Hispanic community was as distinct as the bodegas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio. After much backlash, including an official announcement for the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, which pointedly told Biden, "We are not tacos," the First Lady issued an apology via Twitter. The First Lady apologized that her words conveyed anything but pure admiration and love for the Latino community. Michael La Rosa, press secretary to the First Lady and special assistant to the president, tweeted, during her remarks on Monday, the First Lady appeared to misspeak, mispronouncing the word bodegas. Bodegas are popular corner stores found in New York that provide a range of food and household products. The NHJ blasted Biden for her comments, saying the NHA encourages Dr. Biden and her speech writing team to take the time in the future to better understand the complexities of our people and our community. That is true. Because Hispanics, if you get where they come from, like I have a Latina wife. If you get where they come from, like you say, oh, you're Cuban. Because in Florida, there's a lot of Cubans. There's a huge Cuban population, Venezuelans. I think there's other groups, but my wife's particular is Nicaraguan. When they say, oh, you're Mexican, they hate that. Like they hate when people misnationalize them, I guess is how you can say that. And this is what Joe Biden essentially did. They like to put minorities in a basket, in a collectible. Okay, this message will work on this people, this message will work on that people. That's why the Asians, they have a hard time getting the Asians, because the Asians are like that inconvenient minority class, because they do so well in America. They're like, yo, let us help you. Like they're trying to find a reason to pander to the Asians without actually doing something productive for them, And right now they're seeing the problem they're running into with the Latino community right now, because they're socially conservative. My wife's family, they're family oriented, they're together, big family, love birthday parties, love going out together. It's a very conservative culture that they have. And the Democrats, they have a messaging problem, because before, Democrats like to know what that one issue that can rile a particular group together. For black people, it's race. So all they have to do is call their opponent racist, and then they know they get a lot of black voters to vote for them. The Latino community used to be immigration, but now as more Latinos and Latinas are becoming legal residents and U.S. citizens, they're realizing how illegal immigration can really hurt them, and now they're starting to slowly shift to the GOP, to the Republican, because they realize, yeah, I thought I was in danger, but I see now as an American, as I really appreciate that America has its own culture, it has its own sovereignty, and we should respect that. And they're slowly going into the GOP way. And Joe Biden, they can't escape it. It's their game plan. Like, you have to stereotype a group of people for you to shepherd them into the way they should go. Because white liberals, I believe they have this savior complex. Like, oh, the white liberal will save the day. Like, they can lead all the minorities to the promised land of this utopia, when pursuit of happiness is an individual endeavor. Like, every community is responsible for its own community's happiness, success, and fulfillment. No one can give you that. And that's what the Democrats' problem. That's the Democrats' problem. They don't want to accept that reality. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. The government can't solve all their problems. Government can't heal all human suffering. They can't. There's no way it can. All it can do is empower the individual to do what they want to pursue in life, and leave it up to them. But they can't take that hands-off approach. They have to be involved, and this is what's pushing the Latinos community away from the Hispanic community away from them. Our heritage as Latinos is shaped by a various diaspora of culture and food traditions. Do not reduce us to stereotypes, the group added. This is not the first time Miss Biden, who earned a Doctor of Education degree, has botched the Spanish language. In 2021, while speaking to a handful of Californian farmers, Biden enthusiastically told the crowd, "My Spanish is as bad, probably as worse than Jill Biden." In reaction to Biden's latest comments, Senator Ted Cruz, senior communications advisor Steve Guest tweeted, "This isn't vape," which White House speechwriter just won a bet for getting the first lady to say something like this, while referring to the political comedy starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus. The Texas senator also mocked Biden for her comments, tweeting, "Personally, I'm a chorizo, egg, and cheese." Senator Marco Rubio also embraced the comparison and changed his Twitter avatar to a photo of an actual taco. Hey, look, that's what the Democrats are lacking too. Like a sense of humor. Like they take themselves so seriously now that they just want to be offended by everything. You make a joke and they're like, "Oh, that's sexist. That's this. That's that." Like you can't have fun anymore. They're killjoys now. Texas GOP congressional candidate Aran Midres Jackson also blasted the first lady for her comments. Jill Biden came to Texas to tell the Hispanic community that we are as unique as breakfast tacos. Jackson tweeted, "The fact that someone actually approved her to say that line in her speech and that no one saw an issue with it is wild. They're going to be a 5% Hispanic approval rating soon." It is. And I don't think the Democrats can win this, bro. It seemed like when they try not to be offensive, they're offensive. It's crazy. They try to pander. They have this perception, like this projection of how they think you are supposed to be, and they try to cater to that vision, no matter how far from reality it is. They believe, "Oh, you're helpless, you're black, you're poor, you're this, you're that," and then when it don't stick, it blows their mind. They get so mad. They're like, "Yo, why aren't you feeling oppressed? Why don't you feel like you have no opportunity? Why you don't feel like I'm your savior, that I'm here to save the day?" It hurts. Honestly, it hurts their ego. I believe when the minority is just like, "Yo, no, I'm an American. No, this country, I love this country." If you don't hate America, it's like the Democrats look at you sideways and crazy. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Joe Biden, it wasn't offensive? It was probably come off as cringe? No, agree, disagree to that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.